Okay, thank you all so much for waking up with me. Love it. Please come sit down on your mat. So please remember that this is a short express class, so you have to really look after yourself. Just make sure you do things when you're warm, and if you don't get into the full expression, don't worry about it. This is all about just getting the blood flowing so you can start your day off on a nice positive note. You can start by closing your eyes and taking a full breath in through your nose. Relax your hands. And then exhale out your nose, just as smooth, right until empty. And try to forget that we're just here for a half an hour and just really sit still for a moment. Give yourself a nice little internal greeting. And allow yourself to feel a moment of happiness, a moment of peace. And breathing in one more time, nice and smooth. And exhale, sigh out. Please come onto your back. Extend your legs long and your arms over your head. Take a full breath in, hollow out your rib cage. Reach with the toes and the hands, and then exhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Some people will have hands on shins, others by their thighs. But fully breathing in, head and shoulders on the mat, and exhale, draw the thighs right down. Release the knees. Shins are floating towards the ceiling, palms down beside you, arms are long, supine twist. Drop your knees towards the right. Keep both your shoulders on the ground. If one lifts, bring it down. Breathe in here, and then exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, bring your knees back up towards the center, and exhale, drop towards the left. If that right shoulder lifts, gently bring it down, breathe in, and then exhale, look over your right shoulder. Bring your knees back to center, cross your feet at your ankles, place your hands behind your thighs, and roll yourself up to a seated position. Place both of your hands on your knees. Breathe in here and roll your chest all the way forward, Sufi circles. And exhale, draw your chest back, hollow out your chest. Complete the rotation and then go the opposite way. And then spine is long, hands beside you. Come onto your feet and meet me at the top of the mat. Mountain pose, palms facing forward, standing nice and tall. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, place your hands on your shins, bring your chest up. Exhale, place your hands on the floor, step back into a plank. Shoulders over wrists, long spine, reach the crown of your head towards the top. Push your heels towards the back of the room. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your knees on the mat, your chest in between your thumbs and your chin on the floor. Inhale, come onto your belly, baby cobra, hands under shoulders. Inhale, raise chest off the floor. Now push the tops of your feet towards the mat, breathe in, and exhale, come down. Kiss the mat, push away from the floor, bend the knees, tuck the toes, down dog. Your hands are spread, shoulder distance apart, fingers nice and wide. Push your hands away from the mat and send your ears in between your upper arms, gently pushing your heels down towards the back of the mat. Now you can loosen up a little bit, pedal out your feet, warm up your hips, and then casually walk your feet towards your hands at the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, fill up your lungs. Exhale to forward fold, forehead to shins. Inhale, arms all the way up over your head, reach nice and tall. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Anjali Mudra, palms facing forward, mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back, plank. Long spine, strong core, knees, chest, chin's always an option if you're moving forward. Chaturanga, bend your elbows like a push-up. Elbows hug the rib cage, you're hovering over the mat. Inhale to come into your up dog, resting on tops of feet, thighs and knees floating off the floor. Exhale, hinge at the waist, tailbone to sky. Down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, push the ears in between the upper arms and then push the thighs towards the back of the room. Tailbone up towards the sky. You can bend your knees and lightly hop in between your thumbs if you're ready, or you can walk like you did before. Your choice. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms all the way up over your head. Keep your hands over your head. Standing half moon, I'm going to face you guys, reaching nice and tall. Tuck the tail, feet together today. Breathe in, and then exhale, push arms towards the right, hip towards the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, push. And back to the center. Inhale, long spine, tuck tail, and push towards the left. Inhale, exhale, push. All the way back to center, standing at the top of the mat, mountain pose, standing forward. Last one, inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank. Nice and strong, push your hands away from the mat. Now you choose knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. And exhale, down dog, tailbone towards the sky. Drop your knees so they're wide on the mat. Sit back onto your heels for Balasana, child's pose. Melt your chest right down towards the floor. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, sit down. And come up into a tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Toes are tucked to start. Few rounds of cat-cow. Drop the belly down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round the back. Draw your belly button towards your spine and tuck your tail under. Make a little extra effort here and chin towards the chest. Drop the belly down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. Inhale, look up. And then exhale to round. Bring your spine to a neutral position. You can wag your tail, look a little towards the left and the right. I'm going to face you guys. Raise your right knee out towards the side, fire hydrant leg, and then straighten your leg, point your toe, squeeze all the muscles in your legs. Drop the right foot down, left toe is tucked, and then raise your chest all the way up. Right hand, right knee, and fold towards the right, gate pose. Draw your upper shoulder back, look up towards the ceiling. And then place your hands on the floor, scoop that right knee back. Inhale, raise left knee. Knee at 90-90. Straighten the left leg, point your toe. Drop your left toe down and right toe is tucked. Raise your chest up, reach nice and tall. And exhale, left hand, left knee, and fold towards the left. Breathing in, look at the ceiling, draw your upper shoulder back. And then place both of your hands on the floor. Tuck the left knee back and come back into your tabletop. Walk your hands forward, come right onto your belly. Hands behind the back, zip up your legs together, clasp your fists. Full locust, Salabhasana. Inhale, raise upper body, lower body off the ground at the same time. Your legs separate, bring them back together. Try not to hold your breath. Inhale, come up a little higher. And then exhale to release. Bend your legs at the knees. Grab your feet from the outside for bow. If you're just starting with yoga, knees are wide, more advanced, knees together, thighs together. Kick back into your hands, chest comes off the floor. Breathe in. And then toes up towards the sky, thighs leave the floor. And then release. Thighs on the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, and push away. Bend the knees, and then bring the hips over top of the knees. We're going to come into Camel Ustrasana. We're just going to come into the first position of it. Place your hands behind your back. Knees are hip distance apart and toes tucked. Inhale to look up towards the ceiling. Imagine a string is pulling your chest right up. Breathe in here and then exhale, push the hips forward, draw your elbows together. Normally, if you could touch your heels, just not today. We're not quite warm enough to do that. Breathe in. Exhale, push your hips a little more forward. Squeeze your glutes. And then bring your chest all the way up. You can sit down on your heels for a moment and then place hands in front of you. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, down dog. Pedal out your feet if you need to. Inhale, raise the right leg, point your toe, and bend your knee, step in between your hands. Low lunge, drop your left knee down. Take your time. Half Hanumanasana, half split. Straighten your right leg, toe towards the shin. Walk your fingertips back a little bit so you can bring your chest up, breathe in, and then exhale to come down. Bring your chest closer to your leg. One more time, inhale up, and exhale to come down. If you'd like to balance, it's left hand outside of right foot and right hand off of the mat. If you fall out, don't worry. You're going to really try to reach that right hand up towards the ceiling. Keep twisting. And then place your hand down onto the floor and come into your low lunge. Hands leave the mat, arms up, front knee over ankle, back toe tucked. And raise the left knee off the floor, high lunge. Palms are facing each other, shoulders away from the ears. Push your thigh towards the back of the room and really stretch. Drop your back heel, warrior two, lunging into your front knee. Slide your front heel out if you want to challenge, palms face the earth. Look forward, tuck your tail, reverse your warrior. Change the direction of your front hand. Inhale to reach, exhale to reverse. Still lunging into that front knee. Inhale to come forward, warrior two, and exhale to reverse. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach right up towards the sky. Inhale, come up, arms lengthwise on the mat. Both toes facing towards the left. Breathe in, wide-legged forward fold, Parasita Padottanasana, pull in your belly and fold, swan dive. Inhale, exhale, keep coming down. Maybe your hands touch the floor. Push your weight towards your heels, bend your elbows, hang your head, and let your chest feel heavy, moving down closer and closer towards the floor, eventually becoming completely inverted. You can coach yourself down a little further by grabbing onto the back of your heels. Breathe in, and then exhale, bend your elbows, and keep pushing your tailbone right up towards the sky. Hands underneath the face. Walk both of your hands towards your right ankle. Grab onto your ankle, hug your forearms next to your calf, and then try to bring your head in the direction of your shin. Now, most of us are not going to touch. We're just looking for a nice stretch, straight legs. And then move to the other side. Grabbing onto ankle, hugging your calf, and bringing your forehead towards your shin. Walk your hands back towards the center and raise your chest all the way up. Arms are long. Right foot faces forward, and then bend into the right knee. Extended side angle. Bend right arm, forearm on thigh, and left arm all the way to the top. Palm is facing the earth. If you want to challenge, float your bottom arm off of your leg. And then place your hands on the floor and step forward with both feet. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale, fold. Fold like you mean it. And inhale, raise your arms all the way up over your head. Exhale, palms towards the heart center and hands facing forward. Standing bow, inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the right hand down, palm faces out. Bend the right knee. Pick up your foot from the inside. Knees together, thighs together, and left hand reaching up to the ceiling. Now you can stay here and work on your balance, or you can start to kick back and kick up. So be mindful of your spine. Maybe you can come into the full expression, but you're not ready today. So let's guide gently. The more you kick, the more easy it is for you to come forward. If you want to challenge here, you can bring your thumb towards your forehead, offsets your balance a little bit. And then bring both of your feet together, standing tall at the top of the mat. Big breath in, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands and step back into a plank. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Tailbone to sky. Full breath in here. And exhale, everyone sighing out. Inhale, raise the left leg, point your toe, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, knee to chest, step in between the hands, low lunge, drop down that right knee. Take your time. Straighten the left leg, Toe faces up towards the ceiling. We're actively flexing toe to shin. Fingertips back towards the body. Inhale to bring the chest up, fill up your lungs. Exhale, bring your chest down closer to your leg. Inhale up, exhale down. If you love the stretch, hang out here. Otherwise, right hand outside of left leg, and then left hand off of the floor. Keep reaching your fingertip right up towards the ceiling so you can continue to twist. And then place hands onto the floor, step forward into your low lunge. Right toe is tucked and raise your chest up, vertical spine. Tuck right toe, lift right knee, high lunge. Palms are facing each other, shoulders away from ears. And now really activate that back leg nice and strong. Push your thigh up to the ceiling, breathe in. And then exhale, drop the back heel, open up, warrior two. Your back foot is flat and parallel. You should be able to feel it on the mat. Slide your front heel forward if you want a challenge. So that's the thigh being parallel with the mat, palms face the earth. Tuck the tail, look forward, breathe in. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Change the direction of your front hand. Inhale to reach forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reverse. We're still lunging into that left knee. Breathe in. And then come forward, warrior two, and exhale, reverse. Straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Reach right up towards the ceiling, breathe in. And inhale, come up, arms lengthwise on the mat for goddess. We're facing towards the right, pull your heels in, toes facing to outer corner of the mat, hands at heart, sit down low. Tuck the tail. If you've got any problems with your hips and your knees, just don't come down as low as me. Can you feel the entire surface of the mat under your feet, heels and toes? I have long spine, relax the expression on your face, and then pull your toes off of the floor. Still balancing, nice and relaxed. Toes down and now heels off of the floor. And then drop the heels down, reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Dig your heels into the mat, reach with your fingertips, star pose. Bend into the left knee, arms wide, extended side angle. Bend your left forearm, place it on your thigh, and right arm all the way to the front, palm faces the earth. Breathe in. Draw the upper shoulder back. And if you want to challenge, raise your hand off of your thigh, this half moon shape. And then place both of your hands onto the floor, step forward with both feet. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to forward fold. Little deeper fold. And inhale, raise your arms all the way up over your head. Exhale, palms to the heart. And hands facing forward. Standing bow, inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop left hand, palm faces out. Bend the left knee. Pick up your foot from the inside, starting with knees together and thighs together. Right hand up towards the ceiling, breathe in, staying here, working on your balance, or kicking back and kicking up. And the further that you kick, the easier it is to come forward. And then when you're all ready, you're going to bring both of your feet beside each other, hands towards the heart, and just facing you guys for a minute. Come into Malasana, bring your hands down towards the floor. Bend your legs at the knees, and then bring your hand towards your heart center. So it's a little bit more challenging to do this posture. You need to have some good knees, but just give it a try. We're going to use elbows to push back on the knees. We're sending them to the back wall, opening up your hips. Take a full breath in. And exhale, release. Hands on the floor, bring yourself all the way back to standing. We're off the top of our mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, pull in your belly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back into a plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, you choose. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. And exhale, down dog. Tailbone to sky. Take a full breath in. Exhale, sigh out. Inhale, raise the right leg and point your toe. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee, bring your heel towards your glute. If you are a 1, please stay here. You can draw circles with your knees one way and the other to keep moving. Otherwise, flip your dog, wild thing. Right foot lands behind left leg stays straight, arch your back and reach all the way to the front. Breathe in. And then place right hand on the mat, back to your three-legged dog, right foot up towards the sky, point your toe. Bend your knee, step in between your hands and drop the left knee onto the floor. Inhale, arms up. Hands towards the heart center and twisting left elbow outside of right leg. Inhale here and exhale, twist. Keep pushing your hands towards your heart center. Eventually we're stacking forearms and shoulders, so just imagine yourself getting there. You're welcome to tuck the left toe and lift the left knee. You're going to really push that thigh up towards the ceiling if you're here. And lastly, you can open up your arms floor to ceiling. And bring your hands together in a prayer. Frame your front foot. Your back foot steps forward about 3 feet in between your heels for warrior 1 legs. Your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Bend into the right knee and inhale, raise your chest up. Draw your left hip forward. Breathe here. And then come into humble warrior, hands behind the back. You can grab your fists or your elbows, your choice. Inhale here, lunging into the front knee and dive forward, head inside of right foot. Now, if you've got clasped hands, you have an opportunity to open up your shoulder girdle. You can send your fist down towards the floor. And then release, place your hands on the mat, framing your front foot, coming into pyramid. Left toe faces now the front of the mat. Bring your head towards your knee, bend your knee as much as you need to. As long as your forehead is touching your knee, you're good. You can stay here or you can try to straighten your leg right out. Keep pushing your forehead against your knee. The more you push, the more compression you feel in your neck. Keep breathing. Draw your left hip forward if your leg is straight. One last full breath. And then release, placing hands on the floor. Step both of your feet beside each other and inhale, raise your arms all the way up so you're standing nice and tall. And exhale, palms towards the heart center. Bend your right leg. Place your right heel across your thigh, balancing figure 4. Flex your right toe towards your shin and bring your arms out in front of you. Sit down as low as you can, nice and active. Reach with the hands and then come all the way to standing, feet beside each other. Inhale, arms up, and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back into a plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, last one. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. And exhale, down dog, tailbone to sky. Inhale, raise the left leg, point your toe, bend your knee, and bring your heel to the glute. If you're a 1, stay here. You can draw circles with your knees one way and the other. Otherwise, flip your dog, wild thing. Left foot behind, right leg stays straight. Arch your back and reach to the front. Plant the left hand, left leg up towards the sky and point your toe. 3-legged dog, everyone stepping forward, knee to the chest, step in between the hands and drop the right knee on the floor. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Hands in a prayer in front of your chest, right elbow outside of left leg. Inhale here and exhale, twist. Push the hands towards the heart. Focusing on getting those forearms stacked. Option to tuck right toe, lift right knee. Push your thigh right up towards the ceiling. Lastly, opening arms if you're ready. Hands towards the center, then frame that front foot. If you haven't lifted your right knee, do it now. Jumping forward slightly with the right foot. Your right foot is at a 45-degree angle and heels are about 3 feet apart. Bend into the left knee and inhale, raise your arms all the way up. Warrior 1. Draw your right hip forward so your hips are square. Breathe in. And then humble warrior. Place hands behind the back, elbows or fists. Breathe in, bend into the left knee and dive forward. And let your fists come down towards the floor. Breathe in. And let the fist come right down. And fist towards the tail. Hands frame the front foot, pyramid pose. Right toe now facing towards the front of the mat. Bend into left knee, forehead on knee, breathe in here, and then exhale, push the forehead against the knee. We're trying to straighten. The compression posture, your chin is tightly tucked in towards your chest. Lastly, draw the right hip forward, and then release. Hands on the mat, step both feet beside each other, and inhale, bring the arms all the way up, reach up. And exhale, palms towards the heart, hands facing forward. Standing figure 4, bend left leg, place heel across thigh, flex toe towards shin, and extend arms out in front of you. Breathe in here. Sit down a little lower. And then place your hands on the floor, both feet beside each other. Bend your legs at the knees, and come back and sit onto your sit bones. I told you I'd get you into a really great hip opener, and it's a wonderful glute stretch. We're only going to just be able to take a minute here. But start an easy pose with legs crossed. Then take your right heel on top of your left knee. Now, in some cases, this might be enough for everyone. And if that's the case, stay. Otherwise, try to line up your left heel underneath your right knee. There's going to be a little space there for most people. And we're going to let gravity do some of the work. Fingertips on the floor. Now push both of your sit bones down onto the earth. You can add a little pressure and bring both knees down. We're actively flexing toes to shins, and eventually our shins are parallel and lying on top of each other. Now, for those of you that are really open, you might be able to come forward a little bit. So take a full breath in, and then exhale, walk your hands out a little bit. One more big breath in, exhale, fold. And then walk your hands back. And we'll do the other side. So first, starting an easy pose, and then taking your right heel on top of your, left heel on top of your right knee, lining up the shins, flexing toes together. We're always more open on one side than the other, so of course, be aware of that. And the nice long spine to start, breathe in. You can always bring your hands to your heart if you want. And then folding forward for anybody who's ready. Take a full breath in. And exhale to fold. And then walk yourself all the way back. Please swing your legs around so that they're long. And then come right onto your back. Knees up towards the sky and feet facing forward. And just ending with bridge. So bring your hips up towards the sky. You can keep your palms onto the floor. Just feel this gentle curve, or you can come in a little deeper and bring your hands behind your back and walk your shoulders underneath. If you want one last little squeeze, squeeze your glutes, push your heels away from the mat, and then release, come down, upper back, middle back, and lower back. Ending with happy baby, bring your feet up towards the sky. You can grab onto your feet from the outside, bend the knees by your rib cage on either side, and you can rock a little from left to right. And then find your Shavasana. Extend your legs, let your toes flop out. Arms are long, palms facing up to the ceiling, and breathe in through your nose. Exhale the same. I just want you to trust I'm going to look after you for the next few seconds. Can you let everything go? Let go of any extra tension you've got in your legs, your buttocks, your back, your shoulders. And again, take a moment inside your inner world. Nice and quiet. Maybe heart is beating a little bit faster. And if you want to bring something positive into your day, you can think about that now. And if you can hang out in your Shavasana, I'd encourage you to do that. But for those of you that need to move, start to wiggle your hands and your feet. Bend your legs at the knees, cross your feet at the ankles, and roll yourself up to a seated position. And sitting to end the class, and bring your hands towards your heart and be grateful for having an open heart, and bring your hands towards your forehead and be grateful for your intuition and your ability to observe, and your hands towards the earth for bringing us together. And namaste. I hope everyone has a lovely day.